Here today at the Well at the Signature Series. Gonna have a look, just see how it compares to the Classic Series, all built by Tridel. This is a pretty upscale development in Toronto's West End. I do love that it's surrounded by some really nice buildings and properties, what they call Millionaires Row here, and has some gorgeous green space with easy access to King and Queen West. Let's go inside and have a look.
Seems way more upscale here. Look at all the granite finishes. Even the elevators. T3. Yeah, and here with my colleague Jeff Johnston, also from Condos Plus.
Yeah, it feels very lavish and rich here, and I think it's got a little more, like, it's not like a high rise, a little more smaller details to it. It's got a little more intimate.
Parking level 3.
And even look at this parking level.
It has spatial video technology for entry.
So right now we're at 455 Wellington. We're at a large 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo, about $1,700. Sorry, 1,700 square foot, previously listed for over $2 million, not currently on the market for sale. You can see that they do have this kind of touchpad here, so you can order services right from your...
All your shopping delivered right here, unique to the Well.
Yeah.
Then you get a powder room. You got a little powder room. I do like it. All the doors are solid wood doors. Just a higher quality.
At the entrance. Full-size laundry here as well at the entrance to the unit. This is kind of
Large front hall closet.
Large front hall closet. When you come into the space, you know, one thing is that this unit's supposed to have 9-foot ceilings, but really it has 8-foot ceilings, and it has these openings here that are 9 foot. Like, I should not be able to touch that.
Yeah. The only advantage of the bulkheads and on the unit height is people could add additional pot lights. You can't do it on the concrete, but you could add additional pot lights into all the bulkheads, which is a nice accent.
Yeah. What's your thoughts about this kitchen, Jeff? Miele appliances, built-in.
I like this kitchen. It's oversized appliances, very high-end appliances. Has the gas range. Has, like, this is a gigantic Miele fridge with full pull-out freezer. Has the ice maker, looks like, with the water line and filter. Very, very high-end appliance. You even get wine fridge, and just the range is larger than what you're going to see. It's a 5-burner range. And I like the waterfall edges. This is pretty unique for extra storage. They did it around the plumbing. And then you also have the integrated Miele dishwasher.
Yeah, and as Jeff mentioned, also has the wine fridge here built into the island. Really nice. I like it when islands are, you know, used properly. I really like seeing sinks in the island as well. And you kind of have that thing here where you're cooking and then you're transferring the water, you're getting the water. You have good mobility here. Large space, good mobility, a lot of working space. Doesn't seem like they really wasted anything here in the kitchen. I think the kitchen is very well done.
Yeah, this is a house-sized kitchen. I just like, this is a look I really like. Clean, matching quartz backsplash. Just nicer and easier to keep clean because there's no grout to deal with.
Yeah, maybe let's go check out the master bedroom.
Yeah, it's got 2 Wi-Fi programmable thermostats.
What's the size of this bedroom? Do you have your laser on you?
Yep.
Doesn't seem like it's overly big though. This is what, 11? Okay, 11 up to there, but you have this kind of space here. That kind of takes away from the space.
That's 8.6 feet
Where would you say they want you to put the bed here? I guess between the two outlets, right? Like that's naturally what it is. But then if you have a king size bed, which I think some people would want to have a king size bed, can you really get into this area?
I think it might be a little tight, better suited for a queen size bed with a single night side table, and then you could have a sort of dresser and stuff and still walk around the bed.
Personally, for me, a little bit disappointed at the master bedroom size. It does have two kind of shallow walk-in closets, his and hers. For this one, the light is out, but you know, here's the other one. The light is on here, so kind of shallow walk-in closet. And it does have a 5-piece bath. But one thing that we spoke about is that the size of the shower is, you know, not really that big.
Yeah, it's got the smoke glass for privacy, kind of a la a water closet. Personally, I would just rather have the larger shower because I'll use it more versus the oversized soaker tub, but that's just a lifestyle preference.
Yeah, and a little bit of, you know, I don't love this, kind of like opens up like that, but I guess you can store things there, but it's not very deep for storage, but you do have, you know, a secondary pull out there that's the full length. What are these called again, these sinks?
These are vessel sinks. Again, this is just my preference, design preference. I just find that they take away a little bit of counter space and they can give more splash and overflow and just aren't as clean.
Yeah, we do like that the mirrors though kind of open up and you have space here for medicine and stuff. Again, not a lot of space, maybe about 3-4 inches, but you know, there is potential there. You can kind of keep this area nice and clean. You do have a lot of storage for all your grooming needs. Let's maybe jump on.
Heated floors in there as well.
Yeah, that's right. Heated floors in the bathroom as well. Do you want to maybe jump on the balcony real quick before we go into the second bedroom?
Yeah, it looks like it has tile floors, which is unique.
Yeah, it doesn't have no heat. Only at Canada House do we see heated balconies, but I'm sure that's a trend that we're going to see more and more.
It's kind of like a slate. It's a little bit cleaner than the concrete, but I still think that plastic trekking is the nicest.
Yeah, and then here on the right, you know, that building there with the crane, that's called King Tower, being built by Allied Properties. So that's pretty expensive. It's about $2,200 a square foot. Expected to complete in 2026, but I think it's going to be more like
2027
realistically 2027 with the way that they're at. But we have the UP there passing from Pearson Airport into Union Station. You can hear it a little bit, but you can't hear it too much. And we were talking previously that it looks like this area has an application for redevelopment. So ultimately, this is going to kind of kill a lot of your view, your westward view, and it's going to be noisy here on the balcony. Let's go into the second bedroom and then kind of conclude our tour of this unit. I do like that it's a corner 2-bedroom. I expect nothing less at this price point.
Split bedroom layout too is just nicer for
a normal bathroom there. But you know, both bedrooms have an ensuite, but there's nothing for your guests. There's no powder room. There is a powder room?
Powder room right at the front.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, so that's very utilitarian. Like 2.5 bedroom is. Sorry, 2.5 bath is huge for a condo. So
Good size closets.
Good size closet, 9-foot ceilings, but the space is tiny space. Like, I mean, you can fit a bed and maybe a dresser and...
Not a humongous bedroom. I think it would have been nice if they had another wall.
And how is this gonna work? Like if you have your bed here, but then this is opening into your bed. I mean, this is only as big as your bed can be, meaning you can only put a double there. You can't even put a queen.
You would have to notch your bed over to here and you're gonna lose a little bit of space here. It would be tight.
Seems wasted. Seems like an afterthought. Seems like these doors, you know, I would change this into
sliding doors would be much better.
Yeah.
Something that doesn't open into the room and take up space.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a design
Sliding
issue.
barn door is probably the correct move there.
For sure. So in conclusion, what's your thoughts about this unit here at the Tridel collection at the Well, Jeff?
I think it has a lot of really nice luxurious finishes. Just for me, a couple little layout flaws, but high end, and I love this location because you don't need a car, you can walk to everything, and it just has a lot of green space, and I like the West End. Like,
for sure.
If I lived here, I would be spending a lot of time on King and Queen West and in some of the parks and amenities in the area.
For sure. We were talking before we got in the building about how this property, like this area in general, at price points, it rivals Yorkville, but we do like the accessibility here over Yorkville's accessibility just because you're closer to the financial district, you're closer to the lake, there's a lot more walkable amenities here in the area. More parks, more green space, you're close to Union Station, as we mentioned, the accessibility transit, you're right beside Billy Bishop Airport. So, you know, the price points do rival Yorkville, but we do think you probably get more for your money here. You get that, you know, larger unit size, good finishes, good amenities, but you're not paying that higher ticket price where you're just kind of paying to be in Yorkville. So next we're going to be walking over to the Front Street side, and we're going to be checking out some of the units there. Well, actually just one unit that's a similar size at the Classic on Front Street West. So we'll see you there in just a couple of seconds.
Sounds great, Alex.
So before heading over to Front Street, decided to just pop in on the third floor and check out the amenities. So that was the outdoor terrace with the outdoor pool. Has an infrared heater as well. There's somebody working out in the gym, so I'm not gonna record in the gym. The gym is not too big. And then let me see if we can get into the party room here. We can. This is called the entertainment lounge. Oh, there's some people there having lunch. Oh. So that's the entertainment lounge. How do I get out of this place? Yeah. The amenities are not huge, but again, the finishes are very nice consistently throughout. Yeah, I mean, there's bathrooms. Yeah. You gotta swipe your hand all the time. The amenities that they have. I think the best thing for us to do is on the way to Front Street is we'll just walk through the actual well.
Yeah, I think it'll give you a good feel for the development, and like really when you're living here, it's about having everything at your doorstep.
Definitely.
Better for a voiceover?
Yeah, or just display text. It's nice. Arcadia Earth, yeah, I heard about that.
They have that really thing. The food court is probably one of the better things. It just has a real mix of stuff they don't have everywhere.
Yeah.
Want some coffee? What's this? National. This is where they have the rink and
Yeah. So the retail is a little bit underwhelming, but it's a nice kind of outdoor space. The food court is pretty decent. They do have good variability there, but I mean, as far as stores, I mean, they have the Arcadia Earth, Indigo, Shoppers Drug Mart, some other smaller stores, some bars, but nothing, I think, really crazy here as far as retail right now. It's not very busy. We did have a World Cup game yesterday, This is kind of a list of what's available here. So they have Adidas, Azure, the bank. Life Labs, we're getting your blood work done. Muji, that's like a dollar store. Sephora.
They have a great food court here.
They do have a nice food court. Yeah. So let's go to our showing at Front Street and check out that 2-bedroom unit here. Yeah. So the reason why I'm kind of showing both of these units is because one is at the Signature Collection, one's at the Classic Collection. So we're going to get to see the contrast now. How different is it? How does that 2-bedroom at the Classic feel after seeing the 2-bedroom at the Signature? Is it going to be underwhelming? Is it going to feel like a good value? We'll go take a look now. So we're just exiting onto Front Street.
I do like this, just to add that like if you want to have stuff right, like if you want to go out, like just for me, like they would potentially have like a lot of nice terraces here in the summer. I like how it's got the glass facade over top, and a nice spot to check out World Cup games and just do stuff with if you don't want to travel too far on certain days.
Yeah, it's all the parcel lockers.
Yeah.
So we gotta.
They even have a fridge.
Right. So we gotta go to P5. I like how they're playing music in the lobby. We're going down, thank you. Pretty nice lobby as well. Which one is the third building? 450, right? For the 450, correct?
I think it's 450, 470, and 480.
Yeah, I think 450 has a much more basic lobby. So this is a nice lobby.
This one's the biggest, I believe, like the tallest with the most amount of units. The Classic Series 1.
Now we're at 470 Front Street, and this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. You feel the difference right away because it has a wall kitchen just kind of built in here, and instead of Miele appliances, you have KitchenAid appliances. You still have the built-in fridge, but really there's no island.
Full door Milano European appliance.
Right. A lot tighter here. I mean, they put in this islands here for additional space, but really like the kitchen feels super tight. You know, the main bathroom is here near the door. So there's no second ensuite. As we get out into the main area, I mean, I guess the one big difference for me though is that the ceilings are 9 foot throughout.
10 foot.
10 foot ceilings, so even bigger ceilings, and you have bigger windows. I don't know if maybe in that unit it was because the windows had like window coverings on them, but no, you get bigger windows. You have a pretty significant sized balcony here as well.
Yeah, it's wraparound.
It's wraparound?
Partially.
You get again those
Really wide.
You get those peekaboo views again. I really like this city view.
You can see the common terrace here too.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the common
Doesn't have a pool, I don't think.
common terrace there. Look, no other pool. Looks like there's a dog walk over there. So the balcony's bigger. The living space, of course, is significantly smaller. This unit's about 400 square feet smaller.
So it just makes this a little bit narrower, right? So you only have one spot you can really put your furniture along this wall.
Yeah, for sure. So not great for entertaining, but maybe, I don't love this, but this is of course the unit owners put in place. But one thing that I do like is the bedroom sizes. So this is the master bedroom. I mean, it's not that much bigger than the bedroom and the other unit. Maybe it's actually the same size, but it doesn't have any weird angles. It's a lot more of a box, so it's easier for you to figure out what to do with the furniture.
I still think it's queen size bed in this bed.
For sure.
But it looks like both bedrooms could easily fit in queen size.
Yeah, has a 3-piece there, but a large walk-in shower, which is great for somebody who's taking showers. Out the window here, you do see that King Toronto development by Allied Developments. That's $2,200 a square foot as a starting point for that. It's a mix of residential and commercial, and just runs along King Street between Spadina and Bathurst. So that's going to be a really interesting look when that's completed. What do you think about those price points, $2,200 a square foot, Jeff?
In today's market, I think that's going to be hard to swallow for a lot of buyers. I really do. We'll see, and it will really depend how many investors versus end users originally purchased there. I believe it was more investors.
Sure. Let's go check out the second bedroom. What do you think about this bedroom, Jeff?
It's actually very similar size-wise to the primary bedroom, so I like it. You can easily fit, you got a good wall here, you have full width closets, a nice window, and you have a room for a queen size bed. So, and you're also right outside you is the walkout to the balcony, so I think it's nice.
Right. So, Jeff, I don't know, how do you think that these two units actually compare? We saw one at the Signature, now we're seeing one at the Classic. What's the key comparisons? What are the key comparables? What are the key takeaways for you here?
For me, I think I really noticed a big difference just in the level and quality of finish between the two properties. Keep in mind, we're looking at a really big, nice 1,600 plus square foot layout versus this one. I think we're under 1,000 square feet here. So size-wise, there's a little bit of awkwardness in both layouts, but actually the bedrooms here were better, and so were the ceiling heights. I think you get a little bit better amenities and more of a boutique feeling, and just a quieter overall upscale feeling in the Signature series versus the Classic.
For sure. For me, the more traditional bedroom sizes is one feature that I like about this unit. I also like that it has the 10-foot ceilings throughout, really opens up the space. I like the terrace, I like the city view as well, but you know, I mean, it's completely different price points and completely different products. Somebody's going to be buying something at the Signature compared to the Classic. You know, I think that just the living area there for entertaining is great, and I do like that kitchen. I'm not a big fan of wall kitchens, and I think anybody who's, you know, shopping for a condo, that's something that you have to, you know, if you do a lot of cooking, if you're not primarily just doing takeout, I guess it's just whatever fits your lifestyle. But I think both are great options at a AAA location at Front and at Wellington, just west of Spadina. I think the Well is a great project for anybody who's looking for upscale living within the downtown core. And I think that the opportunities that exist at both projects, with how much the condo market has softened in the GTA, it's really appealing price points right now. I think there's some really good opportunities both for first-time buyers or downsizers, or even for families. I feel like families can comfortably live in these units. So yeah, if you want more information, you can click the link below to book a call with Jeff or myself. I also do have a first-time condo buyer's guide. There's a link to that guide in my bio as well. And thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you on future episodes. I couldn't agree more with a bunch of the stuff that you said, Alex. I think it has end user size places, and you're really buying the location here. And just an added bonus, you will get the Ontario line down the road eventually. So I think it does build in a little bit of long-term value if you're looking at, like, that's where people in this current market, I think, should really be looking 5-10 years down the road.
For sure, for sure. It's just a great opportunity to live in a landmark. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.